tight.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by BlackRifleCoffee.com. Hooray for Hollywood. Yeah, James. The Golden Globes. Golden Globes got announced today.
Yeah. You got some right. They got some right.
Some right. I want to say that we called it, though.
Obviously, because we know everything.
Oh, jeez. Don't even do that, boys. Even in joking. I hate it, and I want to murder you. I want to put a shopping bag over your face and slowly watch you die. Or just some duct tape like Versace. Versace got nominated, too.
Yeah, of course.
I'm stoked. No, but the one we called was A Star is Born. That was our favorite movie of the year. There's a few on here that we haven't seen yet. We'll get those screeners coming up because they haven't come out yet. But I want to start with A Star is Born because we said Best Actress for Gaga. I'm going to stand by that and say she wins.
Yeah.
Best Actor for B. Coops.
You think?
B. Coops Shyamalan. No, but he got nominated.
He got nominated. He won't win.
I don't know if he'll win that or not. But he did get nominated. Best Director, though.
I'm thinking...
Probably not.
Really?
He's up against that Roma movie, Alfonso Cuarón. And, let's face it, dude. Cuarón fucking rocks. That movie's coming out in, 2 weeks? We'll be able to see that in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That guy is a genius and one of the best in the biz. So I haven't seen this movie yet, but I have a feeling, just from the trailer, that it's like, man, that's going to be hard to top. Just because he's super artistic in the shit that he does. Not that A Star is Born wasn't, but Alfonso Cuarón brings the thunder where it's like, you know.
That movie was more about the acting, I think, and the story than it was. I mean, I think he did an amazing job.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess you're right. It was more about the performances, I think.
Yeah. And then Gaga got nominated for, obviously, that song Shallow, which is, I mean, that song could have been a number one hit without the movie.
Yeah.
Let alone it is with the movie. Like even on its own, that would have been number one. So, man, it's going to be a big year for Gaga. I think I'm still staying by it. I think she wins Best Actress. I think she wins Best Song. And, I mean, just breezing down these Best Pictures here for drama. Black Panther's nominated.
Okay.
Which, look, I love that film, and I think it was great. It is hard for me to put a superhero film against A Star is Born, because they're two totally different movies, and you're going for two different tones. Now, I think the reason why they did this is to set up the Oscars. Because I had said a long time ago when it got announced, maybe 6 or 7 months ago on the show, that they were adding a category called Most Popular Movie. That set the stage to me. The only reason they added that category was so they could give it to Black Panther. I'm going to stand by that as well, coming up for the Oscars in, February and March. And I think this is what they're doing with this. If you're going to pin them in a category for Best Drama, which is what they're doing for the Golden Globes, I would say A Star is Born. Now, if you were going to say overall film, just best film, probably Black Panther, but this is drama.
Right.
To me, Black Panther was an action film, not so much a hardcore drama, whereas A Star is Born is, and this is for the sake of this category. Now, when the Oscars come around, these guys are going to be separated. But, I think the Globes goes for shit like this. So I think, Black Panther might win this category for the Golden Globes. The movie there's a couple in here that are weird to me. Black Klansman got nominated for Best Drama.
Yeah.
That's the Spike Lee movie.
Mm-hmm.
It made about $4 in the... No, I'm kidding. It did okay in the theaters.
Right.
I don't know one person who's seen it, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at some of these and it's like
Bohemian Rhapsody is in there.
Some of them aren't out.
Bohemian Rhapsody is in there. It's like, there is a category for best musical.
Right.
In this, best comedy or musical. To me, you could have put Bohemian Rhapsody and A Star is Born in that category in this.
That's what I was thinking, but
I don't think Bohemian Rhapsody should have been nominated whatsoever for this.
But we must be alone in this because
no, I got a lot of emails after that show. I got a lot of messages after the show saying, yeah, you were right. Like, your thoughts on that film were correct, of like, man, you're just hoping it's going to be rad. He looked like him. You're trying, and then,
And you try for like half the movie.
Yeah.
You're just trying, and then you're just tired.
Because you love the music.
You're tired of
trying.
Queen.
You love Queen. You love the music, and you're like, man. And then, what could have Sacha Baron Cohen done with that? My biggest issue with the Golden Globes, I get two in this, just looking at these nomination categories.
Yeah.
Atlanta wasn't nominated for Best Comedy for TV, which I don't know in what world you're in. That's probably the best comedy on television right now. And the shows are so fucking wild.
Yeah.
That I don't know how that isn't nominated.
Just best performance by an actor?
Yeah, he got Donald Glover got Best Actor for that. But boy, if you're looking for an inventive, original comedy on today that is crushing the game, that's it. I mean,
doesn't he do all of it?
All of it.
So it's kind of like...
And look, we watched that Marvelous Mrs. Maisel show. Mm-hmm. We've seen it. We can't fully get submersed into it. It's one of those things where you're just like...
Dude.
It's just too campy to me.
Too campy. I literally cannot go on the ride.
No. And... Alex Borstein's awesome in it, but it's one of those things where I just can't get into it. Whereas Atlanta, I look forward to that every week because I don't know what the fuck I'm going to get with that show.
Oh, dude.
Comedically?
It could be a horror movie. Could be a fucking comedic.
The Teddy Pendergrass episode.
Oh, my God.
Was... That individual episode is one of the greatest episodes in any form of television I've ever seen. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, including the ending.
But I was creeped the fuck out the whole time.
It was incredible. Just absolutely incredible and groundbreaking. And I've never seen anybody just do a whole show of that. I don't want to give it away in case you haven't seen it. So I'm not going to say what it's about. But if you're not a fan of Atlanta and maybe you want to check it out and just check out one cool episode on demand or whatever your app is.
A lot of them
check out the Teddy Pendergrass episode.
Yeah,
they do.
Where
they do stand alone.
You
You're right.
could literally just drop in on any episode, and you'll kind of understand dynamics.
You wouldn't need
any context.
No, any context before seeing that episode. You can just drop in and watch that one and be like, "Yo, what?" And every episode is completely different. So, for that not to be nominated, that's a tough one.
And it's the same concept with Jason Bateman being nominated for Ozark when he directed like the whole first season. It's almost like you did good acting. Oh, if I did good enough to win, you better believe that I bet. You know what I mean? If I did good enough acting while I was doing all this other shit to win a nomination. But that wasn't good enough. The other stuff I was doing wasn't good enough.
So this is my biggest gripe with this whole list. Ozark was not nominated at all for Best Drama.
Best Drama, Laura Linney.
That is the best drama on television, period.
That curly-haired girl could have gotten,
Yeah. Well, they don't do supporting roles, I don't think, in the Golden Globes.
Probably not, but...
They do it for like limited series and all that other shit, and it's kind of a combined cacategory. But the girl who plays Ruthie in that, amazing. In Ozark,
she's kind of two-handing it, but yeah.
Ozark is with
Bateman.
Laura Linney.
Yeah,
I mean, to me that last season was hers and Laura Linney's season. Bateman was in it, but he didn't. I mean, those two girls were carrying that fucking show. Mm-hmm. And look, to have a great show like that, you have to step back and say, hey, What's most important for the show and the storyline, rather than how much can I be on screen?
And Bateman has never really been like that.
He's cool as fuck like that.
So it was, and I think the season felt like the season before he had done so much, and I think got panned again. That he I see that he hasn't directed that many episodes. Do you know what I mean?
It's too hard. That's
what I'm saying. But he threw his whole everything into the first season, right?
Yeah.
He was directing every single episode and starring main in every scene starring.
Yeah.
And there was a moment when he didn't win where it was kind of
yep.
All right. Well, I am about to kill myself. I am so fucking exhausted. My family probably hates me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to step back on the next season, you fuckers. That wasn't good enough for you? The first season of Ozark wasn't good enough for you?
Yeah.
All right.
No.
I'll let Laura Linney and fucking Ruthie take over, and maybe you guys will like that more.
Here's a one-sentence impression of the dad. Baby girl. You're welcome. You're welcome. But Ozark,
I hate it every time he says it.
Yeah, Ozark is my favorite drama on television. It's one of those, to me, it reminds me of old school Breaking Bad, where every single second I'm just
and I was saying
tense watching it, almost to the point where when a show is so good like that, I almost want it to end, just so I can just release my body, so I'm not so tensed up where I'm just oh man.
And we talked about this, where it was how crazy is it being in the industry, knowing what you know, knowing people personally that you see on screen, to be able to go on the ride to where if somebody gets hurt or something happens, I am audibly you know what I mean? To actually be taken in, it takes a lot, as you know. It takes a tiny horrible acting job or bad sets or something, and I'm out. I'm not invested at all. Maisel.
Yeah. You and I can watch a show and look at every single actor and be all right, that was a local hire. They didn't have enough money to fly out a guest star for that.
Right.
I know that location. I've shot there. I think that's that place in Georgia. I bet you so-and-so is working on this. Blah, 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 blah. There's two shows on television to me that I get lost in. And it's Atlanta and it's Ozark, and neither one of those were nominated. Whereas I look at the Mrs. Maisel show, which will probably win, which won everything last year or whatever, or the Emmys is what it won everything.
Winning.
When I watch that, I see the sets, I see the lighting, I see the blocking,
acting.
I see exactly.
I see the
jokes,
accent.
I see the writers' room. I see them laughing over the jokes in the writers' room. I see all of it. Whereas I don't see that with those two shows. The other one that I have a problem with is this Dick Cheney movie. Got 6 nominations.
My boy, though.
Vice. Okay, fuck off with that. He looks nothing like George Bush. Nothing like George. Like W.
It's the second time that you fucking come for me in that way. You started off by telling me you were going to kill me.
Yeah.
And then you just told me to fuck off.
Yeah.
Not today, buddy. Not today. But
when I saw that trailer, he was the only one that didn't fit.
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't.
But you have to see the
George
movie.
W. Bush.
You've got to see the movie. I bet he'll take you on the ride.
But here's where
I bet he'll take you on the ride.
Here's where I have the issue with this: is I don't think this movie is going to make any money at all. So you're going to nominate it for 6 things before it comes out.
Exactly.
And look, this doesn't come out till Christmas. The other movies that are coming out at Christmas, which are nominated that we haven't seen yet,
right?
I get this.
Mary Poppins.
Yes. This Mary Poppins flick and I saw because you watched the trailer with me. Dick Van Dyke was in it too, and I was just oh man, I'm in.
Though.
Yeah, so I hate Streep, but whatever. We're taking our kid to see that. And
we'll get Streeped for sure.
Yeah, we'll get Streeped in it, and we'll see her acting in a fucking character,
and she'll become a character.
Yeah, and we'll go see it. And I understand that will make a gajillion dollars, and it looks great, and I'm amped to see that. I don't know. I haven't heard one person in real life say, man, you know what I can't wait to see is that Vice about Dick Cheney.
You're right.
What? So we'll see. The other one, that Green Book got nominated, which 4 people saw. Right. I love Viggo, obviously. I did a rap
song.
I
bet it's awesome.
Called Fighting Nude like Viggo. I'm a big Viggo Mortensen fan.
Me too.
And I bet it is good.
I bet it's awesome. I bet he's awesome. I bet you cry. I bet it's great. I bet it's like has all the like things that movies like that have. And it's in.
So of the 3 nominations that it got nominated for, one of them was Best Director. Do you know who it was?
Who?
Peter Farrelly. And I did not know that.
One of the Farrelly brothers?
Yeah. He directed Green Book.
They broke up. Huh?
Which, look, the director of Vice is Adam McKay, who is obviously directed Anchorman and all that other shit. Like he's a big comedic director. He switched over to do The Big Short with Christian Bale. He's obviously Christian Bale's in this one, and they're nominated all again. Was Christian Bale on this list? Because look, when I did see this trailer, oh my God, he's not.
The thing that stuck out to me was that he looked exactly like him.
It sounded exactly like him. Everything. Yeah. He is not nominated. Whew. Oh my God! Goodness gracious! Sorry, I'm going to have an uproar again. Rami Malek for Bohemian Rhapsody is nominated for Best Actor in a Drama over.
Yeah,
Best Actor.
Yeah.
For Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Whew, that is a tough one. His
mustache, I guess, could get nominated.
No, because he didn't even grow it. So whoever did his
I'm saying, and that mustache can walk up by itself.
Who did his wig work? Yeah, because they did the mustache. Whoever did the wig work did the mustache. So whoever that person is should walk up. The person
does the wig work that wears it.
Nope.
Lots of wig work.
Nah, it's a.
I'm
it's a
working that wig.
Trailer. Nope. It's the person in the trailer that does the wig work on that.
I want to say something about this Homecoming.
Fire away. This is the Julia Roberts thing, right?
It's the Julia Roberts thing. It's the podcast that was made into a show.
Is that Amazon?
Amazon.
Okay.
Gimlet Media, which the people that wrote and made the podcast were able to completely move over. Like Amazon gave them free reign of everything.
Did you watch it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I listened to the podcast. So if they
what did you want to say about it?
Has anyone seen it even? Do you know what I mean?
I think it is out.
It is out, but like
has anybody seen it yet? Well, look, I will say this. So the Golden Globes, for anybody at home, because this is flooding, media right now and social media right now. If you're looking at a lot of these projects and saying, hey man, I don't recognize X either in TV or movies yet, and some of the stuff hasn't come out, they do get screeners in advance. So that way, by the time this airs, which is in January, they're assuming that most people will have seen these.
Right.
But oftentimes, yes, some of these projects aren't out yet. So I think the Julia Roberts thing is just about to drop, but we'll see.
Okay.
Or has already come out.
I think it's out, but it's one of those things where you're just like, what? Like, I don't know.
I get down on Julia Roberts, so, I mean, I'm sure it's rad, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I can't see her attaching herself to something shitty, but especially in television.
Yeah.
I find it crazy that she's doing television.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, it's still Julia Roberts. I I'll pay top dollar to go see a Julia Roberts movie still on her own. I don't.
Yeah.
That's one of the people that I'm surprised about. Like DiCaprio. To me, she's in the DiCaprio class where it's like, man, I'll still pay top dollar. I don't give a fuck if you put out a movie once every 3 years. Like, I'll go see that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've always liked Julia Roberts. To me, she's always been rad.
Okay.
And never like streepy. Never.
Yeah.
Just, I do this and I do this.
Like Streep at this point is like Dame.
Yeah.
Dame Meryl Streep, like, bow down to me, kiss my hand, but I'm so down to earth.
Yeah.
One of those where it's like, but if you don't put me on a pedestal, I'll be pissed.
Yeah. The other thing is Julia Roberts is married to a DP. So like, but like a real one, not like, a vanity one. Like he was a hardworking, everyday grind, 14 hours, put the fucking rig on yourself.
She handpicked him.
She did. And
I've heard the story of her being like, who's that? And had like someone bring him over and basically was just like, all right, so we're going to get married.
Right.
I'm going to change your fucking life. Don't fucking embarrass me.
Yeah.
Let's do this
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
It was literally like, and he is tiny too.
Tiny little man.
He's a littler man. Yeah.
Sure.
So she just plucked
Scooped him up,
scooped him up.
Put her right in a pocket, like Indian in a cupboard style.
And said, you're going to stay home. You're going to stay out of the spotlight.
He doesn't stay home.
Take care of the kids. Oh, he works?
He works a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's a real...
Oh, the real deal.
Yeah, he's a real DP. Like, he's a grinder, that guy. He's a hardworking dude. So I think he might be directing things now. But either way, to marry somebody like that, like a crew member of that intensity,
yeah,
you get the gig where it's just like, all right.
When do you hang out? God,
I don't know. But what, from what I understand, she took a bunch of years off to raise the kids. So who knows? Maybe she let him work. Because I haven't seen her do anything in a long time. And then she pops up in the show. Yeah, she's kind of like
popping back up. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is great. I mean, I would assume her kids are probably at an age now where it's just like, hey, you're in middle school or high school, whatever you're doing. And now I can go back and do shit, which, you've got to be talent-wise on a caliber of Julia Roberts to do that type of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Can't just disappear and that's it. You
know?
No. I'm ready to come back.
Michelle Pfeiffer tried it. And I think she did okay. I just don't know if it was for her.
No, she's great. But her thing is she's married to David E. Kelly.
Yeah.
So, in the grand scheme of things, she can work. She can come back and work. She's one of those people. I can come back and do whatever I want.
Right.
And then not do it. Yeah. Kind of like Annette Bening, where you're just like, I could do this or not do this, and it doesn't really matter. And there's always going to be offers on the table. She's one of those people where... and producing all these films and all this shit, out of nowhere, you'll get calls about people where you're like, oh, fuck, they want to do this? For me, it was Beverly D'Angelo, who I'm a massive fan of.
You're a fangelo.
I am.
Nice.
I am a fangelo of Beverly D'Angelo. And she was, obviously doing the vacation movies and all that other shit, and which I loved. And like, she's, again, one of my favorites. But she was married to Al Pacino. So they had kids. She bounced and was like, I want to raise a family. And Al can do all of his...
She's still married to him?
No. And so what happened was, like, we were doing... And look, I'm aware my movies are ridiculous. And obviously I make them on purpose that way. But we were doing FDR American Badass. And I got a phone call out of nowhere that just said, hey, Beverly D'Angelo wants to do... Eleanor Roosevelt. And I was like, what? And I was like, I didn't know she was still acting or wanted to, for that matter. I thought she had kids with Al Pacino, whatever. And the agent had said the same thing. Well, the kids are of age now and she's ready to start doing things or whatever. I read the script. I think it's fucking hilarious. And, it'd be a blast. And I was like, holy shit. So I met with her and did the whole thing and blah, 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 blah. The dates that we were shooting on, though, were the dates that, like, and she sent me like personal emails of like, look, Al's got the kids on this dates. Can we switch these dates or whatever? And we just couldn't. We would have had to move the entire production around her dates. And we couldn't make it work. But I was just like, oh man, fuck. Yeah. So
Al has the kids.
Yeah. So it is one of those conversations where, to me, that was a person who came back and was just like, great, I'll work when I want. The next thing I saw her in after that was Entourage. She crushed. She crushed an Entourage. To me, there is actresses out there where it's just like, all right, great, but it's few and far between, where you can just have your agent make a call and say, I'm ready to come back to work now.
I'm not ready.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like, yeah, my agent is like, I'm on ice. You know what I mean? He's like, whenever you're ready, we need a...
You'll be back, James.
Yeah.
You'll be back. We have an awesome story we're going to tell you after the sponsors about the movie we met on. And this is crazy. So this is an amazing story of what happened this morning. And we'll get to that right after the sponsors.
Triumph of the human spirit.
Yeah, we always get caught up into like diving into the show. And it's just like, hey, man, we have sponsors who pay for this to fucking be on the air. Can we do that?
Oh, right.
Can we do that? Sorry, sponsors. First off, blackriflecoffee.com. BRCC in the morning. Look, I'm drinking it today. We got a morning show today. Got a flight out in the early AM, which I know you're stoked about. Me and all the boys from blackriflecoffee.com will be doing a live show from Philadelphia, Lincoln Financial Field for the Army-Navy game. Cheers.
What does your early flight have to do with me? You'll
be here. And I apologize.
Oh, yeah, but you take yourself, you take care of yourself.
Yeah. So I apologize for that. And looking forward to hanging out with all the fellas from BRCC. Evan Hafer, Matt Best, Jared Taylor. We will all be there. D'Anthony Holloway.
Tell Evan I said hi.
I will.
Just tell him I said he's my friend.
Yeah, of course. And we'll all be doing a live show from the stadium. Tell Evan I said hi.
And Jared and Matt and everybody. What?
No, I get it.
And D'Anthony.
I get it. Tell Jennifer Lawrence I said hello.
I'm not going to see her. She's not a friend of ours.
We'll be doing a live show. We'll be doing a bunch of giveaways with all the guys from BRCC. Go to blackriflecoffee.com. Type in the promo code REVOLUTION for 20% off. It's good for one-time use. Use it on the Coffee Club of the Month program. It is well worth it. Next up, we've got ghostbed.com /drinking bros. Sleep's so good, it's scary. It is. We came up with that slogan, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, that was us. Pretty proud of that one.
You should be. That's a good one.
I told him, I was like, you can trademark it if you want. You can keep it.
They should.
Yeah, it's great. Best mattresses in the biz. It's Christmas time. If you and the missus are looking for a big ticket item to go in on, a mattress is certainly one of those things to do it on. The Ghost pillows are amazing as well. The mattress is the finest I've ever slept on. And right now their bundle packages are insanity. $500 off a bundle package. The adjustable base, and you know I'm all about that base. All about that base.
Oh, gosh.
No trouble. I'm all about that base.
Yep. We know it.
The bed even holds Meghan Trainor. Kidding. It is whoopsie ding dong. I've had a little too much coffee this morning.
Me too.
The bed's the best. $500 off bundle package, $300 off a mattress, free pillows, all that stuff. Go to ghostbed.com /drinking bros. Pay as you go plan. 36 months, no interest. Amazing. Next up, we got strikeforceenergy.com. Strikeforce Energy is the premier energy drink in all of the land. 4 amazing flavors: lemon, orange, orange, and Make America Grape Again. They get a 10-pack, a 40-pack, and a 750 milliliter bottle. This guy right here, this is always on the thing, and everybody asks what this is the Strikeforce bottle. Go get it. For the holidays, you're going to be needing mixers for all those drinks. To get through the holidays, you're going to need some energy.
Stay up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a long days.
It's a long December.
There's reason to believe.
That's what Adam Duritz said. And I'd take his word for that.
Maybe this year will be better than the last.
And if not, go to strikeforceenergy.com and make it better. Use the promo code REVOLUTION for 20% off. That's good every time. And it ships everywhere around the entire world, which is amazing. Last but not least is everyone's favorites. StraightRazors.com.
Ooh, that's a clean cut. Smooth. Oh, you like it?
Oh, boy. That went through both of my earphones. You don't wear headphones just for that saying, because you know it'll blow it out. When I go deaf at an early age, it'll be because of that.
Well, we're past early age. What?
We're not.
Just joking.
We're not. I look great these days, actually. This mustache is really, really nice.
It's doing the trick.
Well, you know where I keep it tamed at is straightrazors.com. They got mustache waxes, beard oils, conditioners, shampoos. Their straight razors are second to none. Their fucking aftershave is the goddamn greatest on the planet. Smolder. I use it every single day. I love it. I love their straight razors. If you're worried about using a straight razor, they got safety razors. and get a kit for Christmas. That's a great stocking stuffer, and it looks like you actually spent the time in buying a loved one a nice gift. Go to straightrazors.com, use the promo code REVOLUTION for 20% off, and then while you're there, you can go on and you can mosey on over to Amazon and pick up At Night She Cries While He Rides His Steed. When darkness falls, he doesn't catch it. They're running a special now on When Darkness Falls, he doesn't catch it. I found out why, by the way. So we had all the trouble with Amazon for the book, and they banned it originally, and now it's back up. And then now the hard copy of it's going for like $10 on Amazon. And I'm like, why? It's because the audiobook is destroyed. So now they want everybody to buy the hardback to go with the audiobook. I get it. The audiobook is number one on all of Audible out of like 4 million books. It's a 4.99. Again, we should have been nominated for a Golden Globe for that, or at least a goddamn Grammy.
They'll be doing that soon.
Well, they do it for the Grammys, actually. So there is a Grammy for it.
For audiobook?
Yeah. And they've they've been doing it for years and years and years. And that's how like Oprah and like Bill Clinton and them got Grammys, is because, the audiobook.
That's how they go for like EGOT.
Exactly.
Type shit.
Yep. So I wish we were nominated for a Grammy for this, but I think one day, fuck.
We should be.
I know. It's crazy. But that's why the hardbacks are so cheap right now, is the audiobook has exploded and they want everybody to buy a hardback now to go with it. I get it. And if you buy them and you want them autographed for Christmas, send them to P.O. Box 3793, Wilmington, North Carolina, 28406. I will sign them shits and get them back to you. But please include a self-addressed pre-postage envelope with it so I can just sign it and put it back to you. Yeah. If I've got to wait, you can forget it. Speaking of which, the post office was closed yesterday for George Bush.
Yes. Passing
away. I didn't know that. You said Trump did that?
Yeah, he like shut down everything, kind of like a business holiday. And I was
Wall Street, because Wall Street was shut down.
I was like, dang, I didn't know.
The DMV wasn't. I had to go to the DMV yesterday, which is always a blast.
That wasn't shut down?
No, it was open. I was surprised. I will say this, though. Everybody thought it was. So when I rolled up, it was like two people, and I was like, oh, shit. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So at least for me, I was like, all right, I was in and out of there, which was nice. But I've never heard of that for a president passing away. I get you said Trump did it. It's not. They don't do it for every president, I guess.
Well, I remember know. Do you remember last time?
I do. It was Ronald Reagan, and I remember like a crazy cross country, like 3-day tour of his body, being driven around like the United States, and
for his funeral.
But I don't know if they did. I can't remember if they shut down everything.
It's up to the president, whoever's in office.
Good for Trump. That was cool.
Yeah.
I know they cut a deal, by the way, for that funeral, because you notice all living presidents were there.
Yeah.
And they were not there for the last one.
Okay.
It was who was it? It was McCain. Now McCain wasn't a president, but he was a senator, and usually all the presidents get together for that.
Okay.
In particular, because he ran for president.
Okay.
But McCain's family hated Trump, and so we talked about this on the show. I remember his funeral was televised, and all they did was bash Trump for 2 hours on there. Well, this one, after what happened on the McCain thing,
oh yes,
they got together. So George GW, the younger Bush, cut a deal with Trump and said, "Hey, man, we would like everybody to be there." And Trump was like, "Great, I won't bash you. Don't bash me on the thing and all this other shit. We'll attend and everything else." But what was interesting about that was that I didn't know after reading that story was Trump or whoever the sitting president is. When a president dies, it's the sitting president that has control over whether or not you're able to use Air Force One, the burial procedures, all that other stuff.
Yeah.
And I think, I think every president deserves the send-off that George Bush got.
Yeah.
And I think that was a really nice, courteous way of handling politics and what you did or didn't like about the person. Because look, there's no surprise. The Bushes don't like Trump.
Right.
Trump was running against Jeb. And before that primary started, Jeb was the front runner by a mile. And they thought that he was going to win and go up against Hillary.
Right.
Trump bashed him repeatedly, and Jeb Bush was one of the first people out of that race. He did not hold on very long at all, and I think that was the end of the political dynasty for the Bushes. So that kind of sent shockwaves through the family of like, all right, fuck. So to call and strike a deal like that, knowing what he did to Jeb and pretty much ending their political legacy at that point, I thought it was a nice gesture. I thought what Bob Dole did was also pretty incredible.
Yeah.
At 95 years old, being wheeled in like that and then asking for assistance to stand so he could salute the casket. I mean, whew. If you're watching that doesn't tug at your heartstrings watching that video, there's something wrong with you.
Right.
Because Bob Dole and Bush Sr. were bitter rivals till the very end. I mean, you know, that when he beat Bob Dole and knocked him out of that knocked him out of politics, essentially. Mm-hmm. And Bob Dole was bitter about it for 30 fucking years. So for him to get dressed up and go and do the whole shit and get out of there, and like just watching his reaction staring at the casket, it was almost like he was letting go of 30 years of hatred.
Yeah.
And that was a powerful moment. So, you know, as much as I don't want anyone to die, and I obviously don't like funerals and all that other shit, watching all of these political figures from different parties come together and at least get along for, you know, a few hours was pretty incredible to see. Because, I mean, you know, we watched it on TV and you could see the hatred for, who was it, Michelle Obama when she had to shake Donald Trump's hand.
Yeah. And Hillary just staring forward like...
Now, they didn't shake.
No.
Hillary or Bill did not shake.
At each other.
Yeah.
No.
Because after this Mueller thing that's been going on about Russia and all that shit about Russia, you know, he opened up the Hillary thing about the emails and shit and said, great, we're going to do that and you guys can go investigate that and have fun with it.
Yeah.
So that wasn't a surprise that they weren't going to shake.
No.
But I thought Obama was classy enough about it. He at least...
By the way, he's
a good actor.
Always fucking classy enough.
Good actor.
Sorry.
Great about it, you know? Shook hands, smiled like he meant it, was genuine, whereas Michelle shook hands and immediately turned into the ice queen afterwards. Like, you know, Barack's a professional about it, you know? So...
Yeah.
But it was nice to see all of them there and like seeing all the living presidents. I still can't believe, like, me personally, watching it on TV, it's still hard to believe that Trump is president. Where you're just like, holy shit, this is crazy. Like, it's still so crazy. Because you look at from right to left, you had Jimmy Carter, you had Bill Clinton, you had Obama, and then you had George W. Bush, Obama, and then Trump. And you were like, man. But then again, when I looked at it, I was like, man, looking back on it, it's still hard to believe that W was in there, you know? Just mixing it up.
It's hard to believe. And Clinton, too.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So
no other administration. I mean, he's being treated. Trump is being treated the same way as Clinton.
Yeah.
I mean, they were trying to get him for every little thing, right?
Yeah.
Because he always had money. They always like worked the system. 2 lawyers in a business relationship.
Yeah. So looking back on it, when I really, really thought about it, I was like, I guess anything's really possible. You know, like I didn't think GW was getting in there. I didn't think Clinton was getting in there. I thought Bush Sr. was going to go 2 terms. So maybe it's not that crazy that Trump is in there. You know, I don't know who the next person is going to be, but
gosh, yeah,
we'll see. I heard Beto sat down with Barack about 2 days ago.
Okay,
so he's gonna gear up, and we'll see where that one goes. There's going to be a lot of competition on that side. Biden, by the way, just announced. He said I would be the best person to run this country. So he's in. It looks like he's in.
Biden.
Yeah.
All right. How old is he?
I would say he's Trump's age, actually.
You think?
I think he's 71. Type in Joe Biden age. I'm going to say 71. What do we got?
Slow internet. 76.
Is he really?
And he's showing it a little bit. So
Yeah,
it'll be
I didn't know.
interesting.
So, all right, 76.
Sanders was 76, though.
Well, he's running again, too. You're going to tack on 2 years to that. Boy, they're each going to be 78 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that'll knock him out.
Both of them, yeah.
Yeah. Because even in interviews now, you can kind of see the wheels turning.
Yeah.
You know, and he has the wife there a lot of the times kind of helping him along.
Yeah.
Remembering thoughts and kind of clicking things together. So should he have before? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it maybe too late? Probably.
I don't know.
Biden back in the day, by the way.
Pimpy.
Daddy.
Yeah, pimpy dude.
Wow.
Yeah. No. I mean,
that's when he should have fucking run.
I think he wanted to. He's always wanted to. He's always wanted to be president. So, yeah. He got fucked on the last. Where I say he would have had a shot was in the last one. He got fucked on that. They all turned on him and went to Hillary on that.
Yeah.
But he should have been that candidate out of that camp at that time. And especially now looking back on it. If you're going to go toe to toe with Trump in something, probably should have been Biden.
Oh, yeah.
But I think his window has closed.
Yeah. And it's sad to say that, but
yeah, it sucks.
If you aren't fucking on it.
Yeah.
And I mean sharp and fast, especially at that age, people are going to pick that apart.
Yep. Yeah, and that's what Bernie Sanders is going to get picked apart for as well, coming up here in next year. Because I think
Sanders is even a little bit more with it.
Primary starting in spring, so you're gonna start to see things shake out. I can't believe we're at the end of the year already.
I know.
I also can't believe what happened this morning. I teased this at the top of the show, but we got an awesome phone call. So our show hasn't been on the air long enough that I don't think anybody knows this. But we did a movie called 50K and a Call Girl, a love story. Mm-hmm. Critically amazing. Much like the movies we started with at the top.
Right.
Critically amazing. It made about $8.
Sure.
Probably the most critical praise I've gotten in my career. But it made about $8.
Yeah.
Just like,
and that's when you realize.
Cheney. That's when you realize, oh, great. Yeah.
Those aren't really love to do them. Not worth it.
Financially not worth it.
Yep. You got to do a superhero movie first.
Anywho's, it was bought out around the world and it was screened around the world. In 2014, I got a call from a gigantic, one of the top 2 Bollywood producers in the world. And he said, hey, my son is an older gentleman. I believe he appears to be about 65. I'm not going to say his name. Just 'cause I don't want people looking for him and shit, but great dude. And anyways, he had called me out of nowhere and said, my son had watched your film over in India. He fucking loved it. He showed it to me. I love it. I would like to remake this into a Bollywood film. This is 50K and a Call Girl, a love story. Mm-hmm. So I sold the rights to them, helped them back and forth working on the script. And they were like, look, there's just some differences we would like to make. And then obviously the dance numbers. It's about a guy who's dying of cancer, has a month left to live, buys a prostitute, goes on the road. And his brother's got $50,000.
Hooker with the heart of gold, though.
Yes,
yeah.
Heart of gold.
Many of them are.
We met on this film. Mm-hmm. The brothers got $50,000 saved up. They use this as a bucket list, and then they go on this journey, right? I didn't understand how they were going to really put 8 dance numbers into a movie about a guy dying with cancer, but whatever. I went along with it.
Each thing that we do.
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I went along with it, helped them with the script for, 8-10 months, somewhere in there. Got paid, went on about my business. Didn't think about it after that. I said that they would make it in the next, 1 to 2 years, and they were going to fly us out for the premiere in India and all this stuff. It's hard to get films made, as we know. It takes a long time. Again, it's one of those things where, you're getting paid to work on it. You do it, and great. If it happens, awesome. If not, whatever. You move on with your life. That's pretty much Hollywood in a nutshell. I've worked on hundreds of projects movies, TV shows that I've either never gotten credit for or it's never just gotten made. Where it's like, oh, great, that just was shelved, never gotten made. This morning, got a call. Sting's attorney. Sting's attorney is the one who did this deal, actually, which sounds super weird. And that was the go-between between a lawyer overseas, India, and myself. And so we went through them, and the back part of this agreement was like, hey, we're gonna, we have X amount of dollars to give you when we go into production. This morning we got the call of like, hey, so we're ready to go into production on this movie. So sorry it took so long, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, what? Oh, fuck. Awesome. And we're like, yeah, it's been, backlogged or whatever. And I was just like, great. So they're going into production. He thinks next year, probably spring to fall, that they're going into the Bollywood production of 50K and a Call Girl, a love story, which I am amped about.
Yeah.
I'm super stoked about it. I've jokingly always said, dude, you should remake one of my movies to Bollywood. That's not the movie I thought they would have done in a million years.
No.
But I'm grateful for it. Back in the day, I just started social media at this point, I think. Again, we've talked about this before, that I'm super late to the game on social media. And, my publicist in LA was just like, look, don't put any of your private life out there. That all changed seemingly overnight in like 2012, where they're like, put everything out there. Social media is life. And I was like, what? And I still don't have a crazy amount of followers in any of these capacities. But with that being said, I had posted when this had got announced, because they announced the actors. One of them was Miss India. Yeah. 2015 or something. Mm-hmm. Miss India 2015 was playing your character. Right. And then like this young dude who was playing mine, who was like, has done like a million Bollywood movies or whatever. Yeah, yeah. Like,
spiky haired, like.
Yeah. Dude, and we posted the picture of it, of the two people. I'm going to have to go back now and find this from 4 years ago, whenever I posted it.
To post it, yeah.
To repost it. But I wonder if they're still going to be attached, because that happens all the time, too, in films. Where
right. They attach you to kind of get money, and then things sort of...
Well, it takes years and years to make. Yeah. Either those actors aren't available, or their schedules aren't available. They might not look the same. Or exactly. Yeah, they're pregnant, fat, whatever it is. And you're like, all right, cool. So they might recast. So maybe I shouldn't post the pictures in case they're two different people now.
It's just a funny... Like maybe put that next to like our poster, which is like totally different.
So when this all shakes out, and look, if they're just shooting it spring to fall, it probably won't come out till like 2020 then, I would say, something like that. But just know that when it does, we're going to do a whole fucking thing on it, because it's pretty incredible.
Pretty incredible. And we're going.
Yeah, we're going. Yeah. That was part of the deal. So we get to go to the premiere and meet all the people and see who played us.
By then, I might be ready to party. We'll see. 2 years?
You think so?
I don't know.
You think so?
I don't know.
One of our beef fries, Christine Lakin. I want to give her a shout out for she directed an episode of The Goldbergs last night. Amazing. I've done, I don't know, 5 or 6 movies with her and a TV show and all that shit. Known her for years. Awesome. But to direct an episode of television is really fucking hard. And once you get into the DGA, it's a life-changing moment.
You're in, yeah.
Yeah. So definitely want to give her a shout out for that.
And she's one of those, like, I used to be...
Because it was last night it aired.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to be one of those when I was in LA, where you just do everything. You don't turn anything down. Yep. You do readings at people's houses. You do like short films for no money. You just like keep doing it. I couldn't do it anymore. And she kept on.
Well, here's the thing. And this is what I wanted to say about, because she has 2 kids that are identical to our kids' ages. Yeah. And I mean, identical and like in a newborn. Mm-hmm. To direct an episode of television is like 15 hours a day, and it's a brutal schedule for, pre-production, the shoot itself, and then post. That's crazy. And so I sent her a congratulations text last night, and she was just like, why do we have 2 kids? This is fucking insanity. How do you work these hours and do all this shit? It's gnarly. I mean, it is fucking gnarly. So we wanted to give her a shout out for that. And then you as well, because it look, a lot of people might not know. You do all the video editing for the show for the iTunes show and the YouTube show, but you also do the sound editing for all of this, as well as Drinking Bros.
Yeah.
So there was somebody who brought up in Fantasy Football League, because you're the number one team.
And I'm winning in fantasy. It's like I do so much.
Yeah.
Do you know
you're
what I
the top seed in Dan's Champions League. We each have a Champions League in Drinking Bros. And somebody was, a couple people were asking, they were like, I don't understand. How the fuck does she know about all these people? It was like, well, here's the thing, guys. She edits the sounds for that show. So she listens to all of my picks, and I am a genius. So therefore,
sorry.
You got it.
Cheating.
But think about all the stuff you do. Imagine if it was 15 hours a day. I mean, you work, 8-9 hours a day? Imagine if it was 15. Directing that and having 2 kids.
Mm-mm.
Pure insanity.
Mm-mm. That's the thing. Because I'm hanging on by a thread. And look, whatever's on the show is on the show, right? We're being real.
Yeah.
But it's like, you will always be bad at one of the things. It's like, we want ladies to work like they don't have kids. When you're at work, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we want them to have kids like they don't have a job.
Yeah.
So you're going to fail at something.
Yeah.
Right?
Because you get it all the time in real life from other moms who are just like, I don't understand why you can't come to this luncheon or do this other thing today or whatever. And it's just like, well, I can't do that because I got to work.
I can't work. Yeah. But imagine if it's something you can't explain to moms. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like, yeah, I do a podcast and I edit another podcast, and they're like, cool, what do you do like for work though? Do you know what I mean? And it's so on top of that, they think I'm lying all the time, because moms do. They use their kids as excuses to get out of stuff.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
So they just think I'm using some weird excuse, but it is rough. I feel like Britney Spears right now, just literally like
a zombie,
paraded out, like hair and makeup, kind of. You know what I mean?
Well, this is
underneath here.
This is gonna lead us into what we did last night, and hopefully this better explains it for the audience, knowing what you go through and what I go through. Because I mean, between this and Drinking Bros, I host six shows a week, trying to book guests and sponsors and all that other stuff, and then with the books, getting this book out. Matt's book is coming out. Finally cleared the Department of Defense. Making notes on that, all that other shit, and then traveling to all these cities for the sports show every weekend. Like, it's action-packed. Therefore, last night, we hired somebody to come and put up Christmas lights on our house.
Yeah.
Because we wanted our kids to have, like, Christmas lights and the thing.
We wanted to decorate, but, like, this year was just not happening.
We wanted to tell the audience what that's really like, by the way. Because you've seen these signs like pop up around
everywhere.
Your city, no matter what city you live in. And I think there's even a service now that's like national, of like, hey, we'll come and hang your Christmas lights. I'm going to say don't do it.
I'm going to say don't do it. I'm going to say don't do it. I was very disappointed because here's the thing. You pay a certain amount of money. I'm not going to say how much. But you pay an amount of money that you're like, dang. Like, part of you is like, should I just do this myself, like find a way to do it, because this is kind of expensive. So you think you're gonna walk outside to a winter wonderland, right? Oh my God, look, there's like a spinning wheel over there. So we walk outside and
it was they did the lining of the house and that was it. And they're straight. The lights are straight. You thought they were little brights.
They are
Griswoldish.
Halogen. They're like a halogen color. It's an LED. It is lighting up the 3 houses beside us. But that like anyone who does film. So it's like it's not the 3000 Kelvin. Do you know what I mean? It's like that white. There's no amber to it. And it's just like perfectly, they're not even Christmas light shaped. It's almost just like floodlights, just all along. And we walk out. So he's like, they're almost done. They're almost done. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, okay. And I like walk out and I was just like, what do you say? I mean, it's done. They're on the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's
There's
what
nothing you can do. They're all
there's
stapled
nothing
in.
you can do,
all...
and we literally just, and
Yep.
then we walk back inside, and
Yep.
we're just like, live and learn, I guess.
Don't the thing is, don't do it.
The thing is, don't do it.
That's what we're here to
next
tell you.
year, I will be buying. I'll be able to do this kind of stuff next year. So, like buying a ladder,
Yeah.
just having that in the shed,
Sure.
so that I can put up the Christmas lights, because it's hard to explain. So, Christmas lights, it's the idea behind them is like, don't be too bright, Santa, you can't see Santa or something, right? I don't know what it is, but everyone kind of knows the thing of like that soft lighting,
sure,
right? It's a little bit dark,
yeah,
but the lights shine through. Now, if I were to put any other lights anywhere, you won't be able to see them. You know what I'm saying? Because the floodlight, and I went around the house just like looking for other lights that were on. I can't explain to you how bright these are. So again, don't do it.
Pro tip for those at home. Don't get that service that you drive by and you're like, oh man, I bet you they put it up and it's amazing. And no, it's not that amazing.
No,
it's not that amazing. And again, we're so busy that like this is the first time we've ever
they got us. Do you know
this.
what I mean?
Yeah.
They prey on people that are too busy.
Yeah.
And then they charge you that for that.
Yeah. No.
Fuck you, dude.
So now we're gonna have to go out and buy like a fucking snowman or something to offset the floodlights.
Something,
because they come and take them down.
Add a bit of
January
color.
2nd is when they're slated to come back. So, you're welks, James.
No, I mean, thank you.
I'm trying. We're trying.
For trying, but we learned.
Yeah,
we learned a valuable.
Because tonight we're decorating the tree.
Yeah,
we're doing that right tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have any Coke? Speed. Molly. Pure MDMA. Anything, because I am going to need to get through my life.
Yeah, so that's going down tonight. But for the kids, you want to have lights up, you want to do the thing and try to be the best parents you can, and partially to make up for like the time that you're not with them by doing all of this shit every single day. You're just like, hey, but remember, hopefully we're deflecting memories is what we're doing. Like, hey,
I hope he doesn't remember this. God. I hope he was like, I hope he just doesn't go outside at night for this one. You know what I mean?
I'm going to get a fucking snowman that's going to offset this.
Yeah, we need to get something like a inflatable thing in the yard or something.
Yeah, something, I don't know.
Maybe a pop of color.
Yeah.
Because that is interrogation. People that are driving by are just like, oh, they're just being like, are those Christmas lights or do they put fucking interrogation lights all along their house?
Are you going to charge me with something? Because if not, then let me go.
Then let me go. Oh no, it's just their Christmas lights. Oh. I like a bit more of a homemade feel. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like maybe one light to be hanging. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean, this one is, inch.
Yeah.
Straight as an arrow.
Straight as a plumb bob.
I don't like it.
That's what my dad used to say. Straight as a plumb bob. So.
Did he?
Yeah, he used to say that.
That's weird.
Yeah, he used to say that all the time.
You gonna do some Captain and Nog tonight or what?
Man, I'm a Nog dog. You know I nog out. You know that I nog out for decorations and Christmas time. Like I'll go through and I usually like to save it for Christmas Eve because it's so heavy.
Oh, you're right.
Eggnog is so heavy, and I got to fly out in the morning, and it's just like I don't want a belly full of nog tomorrow.
Sure.
But I'll go because I get a carton, and I'll go through it Christmas Eve and then Christmas Day. Really rummed up. Like when you see it, if I'm drinking it in a clear glass, you're like, is there any eggnog in there? Because that looks awfully brown. Or is that just
I do a
recipe?
homemade eggnog.
You do, yes.
That will fill you up for 2 weeks straight.
Yep, it's like a meal. It's like a meal.
It's
so much so that I had to ask you to stop making it and just let me buy that carton at the store. The cheap one with the fucking Santa face on it. You know what I'm talking about?
It does need to be cheap.
Yeah.
No bespoke nog.
No, but I go Lead Slinger's rum in that. It's my fave. Lead Slinger's another company owned by Matt and Jared that I love. And I put a little Lead Slinger's rum in that. And then the nog, I nog dog it. But I won't tonight. I'll do it on Christmas Eve. I'll go through one carton only, and then I'm done. Because otherwise, I'm one of those rare people in this world who could drink eggnog every single day of the year. Like, that would be my, you know how like most people like to relax with a glass of wine at night? Mm-hmm. You could throw a little eggnog and rum in my tummy at nighttime, and that would be my dream nightcap every night.
You know what I was thinking is I have like special travel food or airplane stuff that I only eat or drink at airports. So ginger ale.
Yeah,
I don't have ginger ale any other time.
Yeah,
but for some reason, when I'm up, once we go up in the air,
you need ginger ale, yeah.
Ginger ale and those brown, you know, the things in Chex Mix, just those brown pieces of bread.
Those are the best pieces. Yes. You can't, you know, they sell those by the bag.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. That's too much. It's too gluttonous.
It's too much. So it needs to be in the Chex Mix, even if you don't like the other parts of the Chex Mix.
Yes.
Now, this is a huge conversation, and I can go on and on about it. I won't. But you know what I mean. You need the sweet you need the sour.
Yeah.
Without the sour, the sweet just ain't it sweet.
Because I made the mistake, and a lot of people do, of once you have that Chex Mix and you get used to that one like bagel chip, that brown bagel chip bites, you're like, God damn it, that's the best part of the Chex Mix. I only want those.
Searching.
Oh, you're digging in that bag. Like you're looking for those miners that were lost in Chile or whatever.
Yeah, but too much of a good thing.
Yes. So I bought the bag of just the, you know, I think they're Garchettos or Garchecos or whatever the fuck they're called. Of just that brown bagel piece.
They're the brown bagel.
And then you eat those, and after the second handful, you're like, ooh, this is too rich. This is too rich for my blood. I can't. Yeah, it's too much.
It's way too salty.
Too much. My travel go-to on planes is pizzeria combos.
Yep.
Got to drop them bows. Those are my favorites.
Yep.
Those are my faves on a plane. But that's just me.
Yeah.
That's just me. We've all got our faves. Man, this show flew by today. We're at the revolutionary figure of the day, Jables. I'm going to give this one, this is going to sound strange, but it'll make sense here when I say it. I'm going to give it to Cardi B. Cardi B, obviously was a stripper who had a hit song and completely changed her entire life by becoming a rapper.
I've heard of her, yeah.
She married Offset from Migos.
Did they get married?
They did.
Okay.
Had a child.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know if they got married.
Don't know if they got married, but they did have a kid.
Well, there was one of those things was like, engaged. Did they go to a courthouse or whatever it was?
I think they were engaged, one of those.
Yeah. The reason why she's revolutionary is she thought, you know, they have a child. She thought that she could turn it around as a stripper. Here's the thing. You can never, when you start off stripping for that many years, you can never fully turn it around because it's going to come back and something about your stripperness is going to come back and get you later on in the future. And it got her yesterday. So they broke up, her and Offset. Turns out he had tried to set up a threesome with another rapper named Cuban Doll. And she was not involved in said threesome, Cardi B. Mm-hmm. And they found some text messages. There was another woman who in this threesome named Summer Bunny. You're welcome.
Right.
Who came out and said, yes, I was the woman, and this went on, and I had this affair, and blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. If you're Cardi B as a stripper, you cannot really be mad that your rapper boyfriend that you have a kid with probably isn't going to expect threesomes from strangers when he married a stripper.
Right.
You probably think that probably comes with part of the territory.
Yeah.
So if you're Cardi B and really looking to turn it around and be a revolutionary stripper who really settles down and is off the pole for good, is going to have a normal life with a normal child.
Sure.
Offset from Migos probably wasn't the guy to do that with. I would imagine. Go for somebody who's not in the biz whatsoever. Maybe a manager of an Applebee's, something like that. Something that's going to appreciate you and the child, and just forgive the whole stripper shit.
Go with like a Larry Bird.
What is 65-year-old Larry Bird?
No, not Larry Bird. Who's
from the Boston Celtics, the white
No.
3-point threat from the Boston Celtics. What does he have to do with this?
No, the Bird guy, the Nicole Smith, Anna Nicole Smith little guy that she...
Oh, the old man.
No, the young guy that's taking care of the kid now.
Oh, yes.
Bird.
No.
Something Bird?
Nope. No, not even close. Not even close.
Yeah, it is something Bird.
No, I believe his name is Larry, though. So,
okay.
Yeah. I and that I agree with, because he was willing to,
and he's just like all about the kid now, right? And the money.
Yeah, and the money.
But he was a nobody, right?
He was, yeah, and he was willing to put up with all of that shit.
Yeah, my God.
But she didn't. She fucked that up, and that's the whole thing. Look again. Anna Nicole Smith couldn't pull it off.
No.
So that's another thing. Like, dude, you can't get off the pole and expect for your life to be, kittens and kitten dicks and sunshine. Like, it's just not. That's not a thing.
Burkhead.
Yeah. Yep. Larry Burkhead. There you go. There you go,
not
James.
Bird.
No.
Not
Larry Bird. Nope.
Not Bird something.
Not
Get yourself a Larry Bird.
Yeah.
No, get yourself a
member
Burkhead.
of the dream team from the Boston Celtics.
No, first get you a J. Howard Marshall first.
Well,
get the money.
Yeah, get the money.
Then get you a Burkhead.
But here's the thing. She didn't end up with Burkhead, though.
Huh?
She ruined the Burkhead thing, too. They had broken up. So,
right, but she had a kid with the Burkhead. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
None of it's going to work. So, Cardi B,
you're right.
I appreciate you trying to be a revolutionary stripper and having a normal life with a child and all of that stuff.
But you failed.
Yeah.
Not sure how you're revolutionary, but hey, I don't pick them.
No, you try. You always try. And it, by all accounts, it looked like they were giving it a real go, where it was just that was a couple to be reckoned with in hip hop. They were trying to be the next Jay-Z, Beyonce, and that did not happen because, she's a stripper.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Either that or you forgive, like Beyonce.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
You want to make it work with the rapper?
Yeah, it's true.
Beyonce wasn't even a stripper.
No. I wonder who Jay-Z cheated with. I wonder who it was. They still haven't said.
No.
They still haven't said who Becky with the good hair is.
And I don't think they ever will.
No. Eventually it'll come out, I think, years down the road. I think Beyonce knows she has enough power that if this girl's name leaked, it would ruin her entire life forever.
It would ruin the girl's life.
Yes. That's my guess on that.
Yeah, I don't think the girl wants it out for sure, right?
No.
No, you don't want the wrath of
remember
everyone in the world.
Remember
basically.
They outed the wrong girl, and that girl got fucking killed online, and it was like, "Hey, I'm not."
There were rumors.
She was like, "I am not the girl."
Yeah.
So, yeah. Sorry, Cardi. We love you though. Whatever the fucking noises she makes.
Right.
She's got to start pumping out more hits. Gots to start pumping out more hits. Get off that pole for good. Got to get off that pole for good. James, what are you doing over there?
I don't know, dude.
You're done with the show.
We're done, right?
We are. You're done. You made it. Proud of you today. If you're watching this video show, you can watch Jables just dive her head straight into the microphone. For Jesse Wiseman, a.k.a. the Jables, I am Ross Patterson. This is The Revolution. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Literally.
Yeah.